John Pollock with you. We're getting set for Bellator 162 that is going down next Friday night, October the 21st from Memphis, Tennessee, 9 Eastern on Spike. It is the return of former middleweight champion Alexander Shlemenko, and welcoming him back to Bellator is the man who joins us on the line right now. He is Kendall, the Spider Grove. Kendall, how are you doing today?
Very good, very good. Chilling, watching Sports Center, and talking to you guys.
Man, that's a perfect combination. Sports Center and the MMA
in Hawaii. In Hawaii. The only thing I can top that is if I'm on a fucking beach right now.
Oh, boy. Well, you're not too far from it. It's getting very cold up here in Canada, Kendall. You don't want any part of Canada this time of year.
Nah, not right now. But Canada is beautiful during this time. That's the one thing we lack is like that white Christmas. And but I'm getting all my kids' passports, and I want to take my kids up there probably next winter, or hopefully those passports can come in soon, and I can give all my kids a white Christmas.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. Christmas here is always a lot of fun, Kendall.
Yeah, no, I've been to Canada on a few occasions, cold and winter and summer, and it's beautiful year-round, man, and I can't wait to show my kids your guys' beautiful country.
I'm sure it was quite an enjoyable weekend for you, watching your very close friend, training partner Michael Bisping in action against Dan Henderson, a phenomenal fight over in England. How did you feel? How did you score the fight watching on Saturday, and how did you feel Michael Bisping performed? Because this was one of the best main events of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, honestly, I was going to order it, and then last minute I was just way too nervous. And I get like that when I know people who's fighting, like people I care about.
Right.
And I ordered his last fight when he won the belt against Rockhold, and I think me and my wife sparred during that first round that he my wife was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Sit down." And I'm over there like, yes. And this time around, like, it was a big fight. We all know what happened last time 7 years ago, and I couldn't, so I just was reading the play-by-plays, and I got kind of nervous. You know, obviously I wasn't watching it, but and then afterwards I got to see the highlights and take in everyone's opinions, and, you know, a lot of people felt damage-wise Henderson won, but I got to talk to Bisping right after, like an hour and a half after his fight when he got to his hotel. Him and Jason Perillo, who's both of our striking coaches, obviously my striking coach when I'm up in California. Mm-hmm. And I kind of like, hey, what's up? And what happened? And how do you feel, Mike? And to me, after reading everything and talking to him and talking to Perillo, it was like, I felt he won on his aggression, pushing forward, keep on bringing the fight to him. Coming back from adversity and keeping the fight on him, cardio, and finishing the fight strong. And he got the win, and I'm happy for him, you know. But like everyone says, don't let it go to the judge's decision. Finish a fight, and my boy won.
It was such a close fight, and it was a great fight. I think that there was so many opinions out there, and you can justify a lot of different scores out there. But it was an excellent fight on Saturday night. When you mentioned Jason Perillo, will he be with you in your corner in Memphis for Alexander Shlemenko?
No, he's not. Bisping might, but Bisping said he might make it out. He's got to ask the missus first, but he said he wanted to come out. So hopefully he gets to come out. That would be good for my head. You know, having a close friend, obviously champion, be out there. But if not, I got the people I need around me. You know, I got my jiu-jitsu coach, Joe Bowie. I got longtime friend, longtime training partner, Brett Rambo Nakamura, who's been one of my closest friends throughout my whole life, and one of my striking coaches, Wally Baula. It's basically my team here on Maui. You know, if I was training in California, obviously Bisping would be there if he didn't have a fight. Brady Fink, Mario Navarro, and just a few different guys that I have up there. But right now I got my team who's been helping me prepare this whole 6 weeks, actually longer than that, for this fight. You know, I was free agent and I thought I was going to fight, so I kind of stayed active, you know, and then when I got the call, like, hey, Shlemenko needs a guy for October, I'm like, put me in, coach. I'm there. It's a big name for me. It's a credible win. If I beat him, it puts me up there, just higher on the ladder. And can't wait. I'm excited. The only thing I'm fighting now is nerves because my weight's good. I'm 190. I woke up at 193, and talking to Bellator, we got an early weigh-in, so it's looking like I'm gonna wake up on weight again. And fucking just gotta fight the nerves, man. Gotta fight the nerves of not getting fucking knocked out.
You mentioned being a free agent. Have you signed a new deal with Bellator for this fight and beyond?
Yes, I got a 2-year, 6-fight deal, and I'm happy. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for the future. I think I can be champion one day, and I hope it's within the 6 fights that I get a chance, you know, but obviously, I'm not looking that far ahead. Every fight, you just look at that fight. That's your last fight. That's what's going down. That's the most important fight of your career. And what an important fight I got. I got the tough Alexander Shlemenko. Yeah, he's coming off of suspension, but he's been active. He's fought 2 fights in M1. One, I felt he lost the decision, a split decision. And then the second time they fought, hands, obviously he won. He choked the guy out. Coming back from adversity, he came back and choked the guy out. He's tough. He's a former champ, and not looking past him. All jokes aside, yeah, I've been clowning him off of his 50-1, pretty much this whole camp, but at the end of the day, me talking shit about it don't matter. We're going to go in there like men. We're going to fucking see who's better, and we're going to find out next week, Friday, in Memphis, Tennessee, in the big-ass FedEx Arena. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm pumped. I'm excited. He woke me up for this fight.
Did you feel that this was the opponent you needed at this stage? I mean, you're coming off of 2 victories, as you mentioned. This is a fight that very well could propel you to a title fight in your next fight. Also, interesting at this time is with Chael Sonnen coming, I think there's a bigger spotlight now on the Bellator middleweight division as a whole. Do you get that sense as well with the division?
Oh yeah, and then you got hints of your hometown, your country's hero, Roy McDonald.
That's right.
Saying that he wants to dominate the 170 and come up to 185. So that just stirring the pot, you know, it's just making it more exciting. Obviously for us, bigger fights, but even better for the fans. You know, they get to see bigger fights and bigger names going at it with each other, you know. Freaking Chael comes in, let's just say, take me out of the picture. Chael comes in, wins the middleweight belt. Rory wins the middleweight belt. Obviously, they're going to fight each other. What a great fight that's going to be, you know. Put me in the picture. I wouldn't mind fighting Rory. Like nothing against him. I like the kid, but it's a business. At the end of the day, if our paths cross, we have no choice to fight, you know. And freaking Melvin Manhoff, he wins the belt. Him and Rory fights. Wow. You know, Carvalho. See, he's just, you know, personally, I think Manhoff is a champ. You know, he won the last fight, and to me, he's defending his belt, against Carvalho. But obviously, judges didn't see that way, so he's getting his rematch, which he deserves, and so that it just opens it up. Again, I'm not looking past Shlemenko. Like, look, Shlemenko and fucking Rory, that's a big fight, but I think Rory will eventually take him down and just dominate him there, but it'll be a fucking good stand-up fight, and the sky's the limit, man, and especially with everything going on with UFC, how it's turning off a lot of the fighters, where you're seeing big-name fighters like the Phil Davises, like Rory McDonald's jumping ship, just seeing a brighter future for them outside of the biggest or one of the biggest organizations in the world, and it's only making it a better place for us,
Do you hear that a lot?
Opening.
Sorry, Kendall, do you hear that a lot privately from fighters that they're asking you about Bellator? Because I think for a fighter-friendly organization, I think a lot of them are looking at that when it comes to sponsorship dollars and many other things, that Bellator is a very attractive option for a lot of fighters now.
Yeah. I'm not going to mention who, but
No.
I got hit up on a few occasions like, hey, how is it over there? How is it on that side of that island? And I just say, oh, it's good. Like, you're in a good place too, but, like, you just got to look at what's there, Like, Bellator, you have way more freedom, and they treat you good. And, I mean, I'm not saying UFC don't treat their fighters good, but just like anywhere else, like, like, you got your favorites. Like, obviously, Bellator has got their favorite fighters that they're going to treat a little bit better than other fighters. Like, listen, that's everywhere. That's every organization, And you got to protect what's bringing in the big bucks for you. You got to protect your investments. And if you want to be one of those guys, go prove it. Go fucking earn your keep. And like I said, that's everywhere. And but Bellator kind of gives you a little bit more freedom. Obviously, with sponsors, you can have how much ever sponsors you want. Like, you can look like a fucking NASCAR race car, and they don't give a shit. Just as long as it clears the sponsorships, like, as long as you're not putting raunchy ass shit, and as long as there's wholesome companies out there, you're good to go. And I've never had a problem with them in that aspect. And so far, so good. I love it, and I can't wait. This is the start of a 6-fight contract. Obviously, I f*** up. I don't do as good. I won't see the 6th fight on that contract, so it gives me incentive to go out there, fight my ass off, and can make it worth it, so I can re-sign another contract.
My last question for you.
Like I said, earn my fucking keep.
Right.
And a lot of fighters, I'm sorry, but a lot of fighters say, oh, they're not paying. And I'm like, yeah, they're not paying, but what have you done for them to pay you? And I've learned that out, so I'm like, all right, you got to earn your keep everywhere you go. No matter how much ratings you bring in, you got to go and earn it. So, okay, I'm happy with what I signed, and I can make more money if I earn it, and let's do it. I'm stoked, so I want to go out there and earn. So that's an incentive for me to go out there and win these big fights.
Well, that ties in perfectly to my last question, because you're a veteran in this sport. You've learned a lot along the way, going up and down the road. If you were to be able to go back in time and talk to a young 20-year-old Kendall Grove, give him some advice that would help him in his MMA career, what would be that advice of what you have accumulated over your career to a young Kendall Grove back in the past?
Be smarter with your money. Be smarter with the people you keep around you. Train your ass off, and keep on grinding, man. Don't fall victim to the to the outside elements of it. Like, you can get caught up. The young Kendall Grove. Now I'm a happily married, father of 6. And I'm happy. You know, at 23, I didn't see myself being a father. I see myself living the lifestyle, having fun with my career, and taking advantage of every opportunity, being on TV, fighting, and fighting the best in the world had to offer. And going through all that, like, you know, a lot of fighters say a lot of them have no regrets, but it, I do. I do have regrets. I do regret partying like how I partied after fights and not taking care of my body. I'm feeling it that way, you know. And if I could go back, and if I could talk to some of these younger fighters, hey, don't not enjoy yourself. You know, you guys deserve it, but pull the rings back a little. You know, I went hard, you know, and I deserved it, you know. But sometimes I went a little too hard, and I regret that, and it made me make poor decisions financially and in my personal life, you know. And I regret some of the stuff, and then I just thank God I found my wife, who kind of made me grow up and made me kind of realize what's important in life. And in that time, we had 6 beautiful children, and who keeps me grounded and made me the fighter and the man I am today. You know, responsibilities is what's helped me. I do not have a big social life. Everything I do is for my family. You know, the 1 week that I get to live for myself is fight week. You know, and that's all I need. You know, and even after fights, I don't go out. I got a routine. I go in my room. I order room service, a shitload of room service. I might have a beer with my cornerman, and other than that, I'm on the first flight back to Hawaii. You know, to see my kids, man, who I miss a lot. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy fight week. I enjoy that time to myself. I enjoy living, being greedy and for myself, you know, but definitely I miss my family. I miss my wife a lot, and I miss my kids, man. They drive me, and they motivate me to go out there and get the win and fight smart and prolong my career for as long as they can. And like I said, I'm getting passports and tickets to Canada for 6 kids, man.
Yes.
You know, like, that's a lot of money, so I got to keep it going. You know, I got to be smart. I can't just go out there and be stupid. So I'm definitely fighting for them, fighting for myself in an aspect of writing my legacy in the sport, writing my my story, but also in a financial way. And I'm fighting for my kids, man. They range from 3 months to 11 years old, and they love Disneyland. You know, they love going on vacations. And I want to give that to them. I want them to work for nothing. I want them to, like, I support them in whatever they do. If they want to skateboard, I'll buy my son a skateboard, and he's good at it, but he loves baseball. Baseball is an expensive sport. You know, all the equipment, everything, and he's at an age where he plays for one of the best teams on Maui, and that requires dedication. He's playing American football right now, and he's a 2-sport guy, and that requires time, energy, you know, and I'm there for them 100%. I'm a hands-on dad on top of an active fighter, and I think that helped me become the fighter I am today, you know, just growing up in this sport and not realizing what is the important things for me to be a successful fighter. Sorry, I was kind of rambling there.
No, that was a fantastic answer, Kendall. I really appreciate just the honesty. A lot of fighters can take a lot from that, and it sounds like, you know, those are the priorities for a father.
Yeah, and if I could, like, if you're a young fighter with no responsibilities, like, obviously I got responsibilities, but if you're a young fighter with no responsibilities, take it easy, man. Remember why you're there, and don't forget that, man. A lot of fighters, you know, had success, but the demons, man, you know, like, you could get you could get caught up in it and forget the important things. And the thing with this sport, it's a bitch, man. It'll be fast to chew you up, swallow you out, take everything it's got from you, and it'll forget you. Because look at all the bright stars we got out there. You know, like I'm not saying Chuck Liddell, he's going to go down as a legend. Tito Ortiz is going down as a legend, but like look at look at John Jones, look at Daniel Cormier, look what they've done. Like, you know, not taking away anything from the older guys in their era, but it's quick. Like, this sport will quick to forget you. You know, maybe not forget you. Like, those guys are Hall of Famers, but sorry, bro. Like, it's on to the next one. You know, it's on to the next great fighter. And so your best bet as a fighter is to prolong your career, have a successful career, make smart investments, save your money, and obviously enjoy yourself, but just be smart with it, man. Or f*** it up. F*** it. Like, you know, that might be your thing, man. Go in rage, bro. Like, whatever you want to do. But if you want something to show for it at the end of it, you want to buy a house, you want a car, you want a family with kids and to support them, whatever you want, man, be smart about it. If not, it rage. That's one hell of a party, bro. I'll tell you that.
Well, it's going to be one hell of a party in Memphis. Friday night, October 21st, Kendall Grove, Alexander Shlemenko, 9 Eastern on Spike. Kendall, I love chatting with you. Thank you so much for this time, and all the best going into the fight against Alexander.
Hey, thank you. Hey, can I thank a couple of sponsors?
Absolutely. The floor is yours.
I like to, first, my wife, man, you know, like, she's the heart and soul of me. You know, my best friend gave me 6 beautiful kids that I love and adore. Sometimes drive me crazy, but I couldn't ask for a better life. Thank you, Anna. Trophy wife. I love you. On it, supplements, keeping me healthy, keeping me on weight. Farmers Market Hawaii, my clothing sponsors, Keone Payton, he's the man. Desmond Alexander, I Am Local, Maui sponsor, clothing, Swift Athletics, Training Mass, War Tape, keeping my hands protected, Triumph United for my gear, and all the fans out there, even if you're my fans, if you're not, thank you for the support. You guys are the main reasons why MMA is so successful. You guys are douchebags sometimes. No, with all due respect,
yes.
And I say it with all due respect, it's not about just standing up and knocking out, man. Hey, that's a fun aspect of the sport, but MMA is more, you know, like ground. You got to see the true aspect of it, but stop booing when you see fights. Like, obviously, if they're not doing shit and they're boring, but if a guy's passing a guard, man, it's great, man. Know your knowledge, and stop being douchebags. But thank you guys for being great fans and supporting us. And I know I might lose some supporters for calling you guys douchebags, but yeah, I don't care. I represent all what is good in this sport. And thank you guys. Canada, I'll see you maybe if I get my passports this winter. If not, next winter. Thank you guys. Beautiful country. And yeah.
Can't wait till you make it up here, Kendall, and thank you so much for this time. This was excellent.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.